welcome back. Just finished up watching the game. Intriguing game. Got my cup of tea here, so forgive me if I have to sip and have a chat. So thank you back to the channel. Yeah, just a review of the game here. Obviously Arsenal Man United. You know, I'll start with not the most exciting game in the world. A little bit frustrating. Felt like a friendly for some reason. Didn't help that the commentary, Martin Tyler, was just breathing heavy throughout the commentary. I don't know if anyone noticed that. I don't know what he was doing. It sounded a bit wrong, if I'm honest. Yeah, and it was hard to get up for this one once the game had started. So yeah, I'm just going to go through what I thought from an Arsenal perspective. For us, draw, not the worst shot. I did predict a draw. I predicted 2-2. So I was wrong fundamentally, but got the right result. Was I happy with our performance? I thought we could have been a bit more clinical. I'll tell you what helped us, especially in the second half. I'll talk about it in a bit, but Gabriel going off actually, well, Gabriel Martinelli that is, and Willian coming on, he's got a lot of stick. I'll talk about that. But ultimately, fair draw. I did feel that we were good for a goal, but United missed some sitters, and obviously we kind of got away with that. But I'll go through who I think is my man of the match. It won't be a surprise. I think most people will be thinking the same. So how do we go from it? How do we look at this game? Man United clear favourites in my opinion. I know we're at home. I know we've been in good form. But ultimately, they've got so much firepower. They've got a very large squad. And they've got good players still, you know, ranging from their first 11. You look around, you could argue, or there is an argument, that they're better for us than us in almost every position. So, yeah, a draw for us at the stage Arsenal are at, unfortunately, isn't a bad result. And, of course, the positives are the Twitter rivalry, or the sort of YouTube community rivalry, and the memes and the banter, the stick that we seem to get if we lose in these games. That's not going to come with this. So look, that's great, and I know a lot of Man United fans, so you know that saves us for another day there. But let's break it down then. I thought Man United were quite lacklustre. I don't think they played the best game they could, but once again, as I've said, you know, Man United haven't scored many goals against what I call the big teams. When I call them the big teams, it's not necessarily the top six or anything. It's just, you know, the old rivalries, the Arsenals, the Spurs. Spurs nowadays, unfortunately, but, you know, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, that kind of thing. United's attack actually hasn't been that good. So, yeah, I thought they didn't really show much creativity, especially we kept Bruno quite quiet. I said the keys to victory for us was if Partey had a good game. Look, Partey was decent today, but he didn't have his best game, so I was wrong from that perspective. I thought Smith Rowe did a really good job. Obviously, we're playing against good players and a good team, so chances and opportunities are going to be limited. So overall, I personally think the Arsenal performance out of 10, if I was to give the performance a rating, was a good 7. To keep a clean sheet against United, that's a good. Again, the way Arteta's got us set up in games, like I've said in the past, makes us very difficult to beat. Whether or not we actually go on to win that game is irrelevant. It's just very difficult to beat, unlike the Wenger and Emery era. Let's talk first half, then, where we just go into it. There wasn't too much in it for us. We had a couple of chances. Xhaka's header, Lacazette shot from a mile out. Pepe came close as well, but shooting wasn't quite on point today. And that's where we're kind of looking for Pepe to step up. 72 million. Look, I like Pepe. I think he's got a high ceiling, but until he steps up in his big games, he's going to be considered a flop. We've got Martinelli on, who, look, all Arsenal fans love. I love him. I think personally he's a good talent, but he isn't technically particularly gifted. He just is someone I see that is so hungry, works hard, makes things happen for himself, but doesn't have the same technical ability as some of the other players that we have. So it was a bit flat from him, but he's just coming back. He's had, such a torrid time of injuries. So look, I'll forgive him. It wasn't a great performance, but he wasn't bad by any stretch. But the sub, I see why we subbed him. A, he wasn't that effective, and B, he hasn't had much football, so probably isn't fit, but he almost created a great chance for Lacazette, just not quite right, but that was his only contribution, and a couple of defensive parts. Second half, I think we were the better team, completely, and I must say, all the stick Willian gets, he absolutely improved us from both a defensive and offensive perspective. Probably the best game I've seen him play for us, maybe other than the first game he played. He's been getting so much stick, so I've always defended him, never said he's particularly good, but before I judge Willian, I'm going to judge Pepe, I'm going to judge Aubameyang, I'm going to judge Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah. All of these players for me are not above praise or below criticism, you know, so we just say it how it is. From the season's perspective, Aubameyang's not performed. Lacazette has started performing really nicely, so we sort of leave him out of the conversation now. But amongst Pepe, Eddie and Willian, I think they've been really disappointing this season. So when we have all that energy to sort of put in the sort of way that we've been doing and the witch hunt that we've been doing against Willian as a fan base, I just think is so wrong. You know, we bought a player from Chelsea who, well, let's be real, was just a consistent winger, helped out defensively, had spells in a season where he might go 5 games with 8 assists or sort of 8 goal contributions with that, a couple of goals and a few assists within an 8 to 10 game period. But other than that, he was really quiet. He's never been a top creator in the Premier League or a top winger, in fact. He's never been that. So us expecting great things from him at 31 years old is so unrealistic. So we need to lay off Willian, really. He knows he's not playing well. So do we. It is what it is. We just got to let him get over that hurdle. Now, for me, Pepe, he deserves a lot of criticism for his overall performance and career at Arsenal so far. However, he's starting to pick it up. Today, I thought he was really good, one of our better players. I thought Lacazette worked hard. His work rate's always underrated. I, for one, always like to look to get him off at 60 minutes because he looks like he's blowing, but he works tremendously hard for the team. It's a bit underrated, his work rate. Other than that, I thought Cedric was pretty good. Again, on that left side, did a really good job for us. Rashford didn't get the better of him really much at all. He was good, composed on the ball. I think overall, solid 7 out of 10 performance for Arsenal. No goals, but it could have come and we would have beaten Man United today. So, yeah, that's the way I look at it. Shame we didn't get goals in the second half. I mean, Willian, obviously, I think missed a sitter, but it just didn't sit for him. Maybe if he had confidence and the fan base weren't slaughtering him, he'd feel a bit more free on the football pitch and maybe slots that in. Pepe, again, missed from that great run down the left-hand side. Man United's right. So yeah, Pepe could have scored that. So look, that's my overall side. And of course, Lacazette's free kick, that was so unlucky. But Man United still had the best chance of the game. So look, fair result. Could we have won? Yes. Am I a bit disappointed? Absolutely. But I'll take a 0-0 at this stage with Arsenal. It's another game we haven't lost. Really solid at the back. Well done, Arteta. He's doing a really good job now. I think if you look at the season as a whole, it's a poor job. Generally, genuinely, it is a poor job. But the last sort of 5+ games, it's been really good. I've liked what I've seen, bar the FA Cup. But to be honest, we know why he didn't play the best team. It's all money and finances, and obviously need to rest players, and there was a few injuries. So, look, happy of where we're going now. Where do we move on from here? What's next for Arsenal? What's next for Man United? For Arsenal, that's a hard game done. The players are going to feel good. We didn't lose. I think it's only going to provide us with more confidence, especially from a defensive point of view. We've kept one of the best attacks in the country, if not Europe, quiet, or at least they didn't score. And from an attacker's point of view, we've got to look at it and go, well, we didn't have Tierney, who does help us on the left. We didn't have Saka, and of course we didn't have Aubameyang. So we've got to look at that and go, huge positives for Arsenal. We've done a tremendous job without those in our team. So once again, when they come back and slot back in, we should look better in theory. So yeah, only up from here from Arsenal. On to the next one. I think we're definitely on a upwards trajectory. Man United, on the other hand, I think, look, they're not going to worry too much about this draw. For them, it's not a terrible result, but they should be beating us at this stage of the season, especially with the talent they have and the way they've been playing and where they are in the league. I probably think they're going to go down a few positions in terms of confidence as well. I think, you know, it wouldn't surprise me in a couple of weeks everyone wants Ole gone again. You know how it is at Man United, Arsenal. We're always one loss away from crisis. So yeah, I expect that to be happening at United. From a fan base perspective, look, I haven't seen anything from AFTV or pundits or any of the usual channels that I sort of have a look at, like League Gunner. I would love to know their reaction, Hugh Izzy as well, just to sort of see what other people are feeling about this result. Me personally, like I've given you my opinion, I think it's a good result for us. Definitely get to move forward. I'm sure because of our fan base, how weird it is, AFTV, there's going to be some Arteta outs. He's not good enough. That game was there for the win, etc. We're going to have a lot of people being toxic towards Willian, saying he's got to score that chance. We're going to have all sorts, absolutely all sorts. But man of the match for me today was Luiz. He got the man of the match from Neville on the commentary. I thought he was really good. Another player that everyone says shouldn't be in the team. But I tell everybody, how can a team like Arsenal say Luiz isn't good enough when he's won everything? It's that classic case. He's won everything. He's never been the best defensive player in the world. Yes, we know that. But when he plays with good defenders, he's brilliant. And has been at PSG, at Chelsea on 2 occasions. Yes, when he gets bored, he's half the player. But he was up for this game. And how good did he look? He looked tremendous. Rob Holding once again. Real good. Real good, Holding. He's got a lot of stickers if he's not good enough for the club. I have also been guilty in the past saying it, but not the last couple of seasons. I said it a few seasons back. Really, really good. I'll upload the next sort of video where I do player ratings and go through how I feel everybody played, their sort of individual contributions, if any. But yeah, I think that's a good result. Onwards and upwards for us. Let me know. I mean, look, please try and help the channel out with a share and subscribe if you can. Comment, tell me where you think this content's terrible, shit even. I don't take offence, so even if you're just going to come and troll, perfect. Look, I know I'm ugly, it's all good, you know. There's nothing you could say I haven't heard before, so let me know. Yeah, I'll come out with the player ratings, but overall I'm happy with that result. I think it gives me confidence. It will probably give a lot of the other fans confidence that the quote-unquote process, which I've already been over, do I trust? Oh, I'm not sure if Arteta is the man, but it's giving me more confidence that in these big games, we're not getting steamrolled like we did before. We are putting up a much better fight. The team had spirit. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to how the season unfolds. I do think top 6 is there for us. Look, we have to be tremendously successful and consistent. In the sort of second half of the season, we need to rely on a lot of luck and other teams falling down like Everton today. That's a shock result, 2-0. But look, yeah, they're my thoughts, guys. Please let me know your thoughts. Let me know a few things, some ideas for this channel. Look, it's brand new. I'm building up a community slowly. I got obviously 12 people subscribed. Quite a few views so far. So maybe the content's not very good, but give me some ideas. What do we want to see? Look, I'm going to improve the quality of the videos and how I edit these, but that's all going to come in time. I just want to see if I can build this community first. But yeah, peace out. Speak to you on the next one, guys. Ciao.